Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House. House Bill 726 represents about a year's worth of work relating to the modernization and update of our state's banking, trust, and financial institution statutes. The last time there had been a comprehensive look at this statute was in the 1960s. There were some minor updates throughout the statute in the 1990s. As anybody on this floor will know, our banks and our financial institutions are an important part of the business and economic development ecosystem within our Commonwealth. Small banks and financial institutions are many times the lifeblood of each and every community that you and I represent. And certainly over that last 50 to 60 year period since these laws were last rewritten, we have seen a great deal of changes. Changes because of how the regulation of banks at the state level and the regulation of banks at the federal level interact with each other. And so what this statute does, and again this review was done over about a year period of time, and we worked in cooperation with both the Kentucky Bankers Association, the Bluegrass Bankers Association, and with the Kentucky Department of Financial Institutions to get language that everyone is in agreement with in regard to this statute. We make technical amendments to our existing laws to update and correct that outdated language and references, and we consolidate like provisions and eliminate inconsistencies and reorganize the statutes for regulatory and structural clarity. We updated the Financial Institutions Board. Prior to this change, the Commissioner of the Department of Financial Institutions was a voting member on a board that advised the Commissioner. So we remove that voting membership from the Commissioner and we add another regulated industry to be on that advisory board and have a voting role in that. We eliminate outdated banking code provisions like mandatory bank holidays, criminal penalties, and the following inactive charters and licenses: state chartered savings and loan associations, which do not exist in Kentucky anymore, industrial loan corporations, which do not exist in Kentucky anymore, and title pledge lenders, which do not operate in Kentucky anymore. We also repealed preempted and outdated and inactive statutes throughout this specific banking code. And we modernize requirements relating to bank investments and the authority of out-of-state trust companies to do business inside and outside of Kentucky, and Kentucky trust companies to operate in Kentucky and out of Kentucky as well through reciprocal agreements. We also dealt with issues of interstate merger transactions, bank dividends, and national bank to state bank conversions. And we update requirements relating to state bank change of control notifications, removal of bank employees to deal with accreditation at the Department of Financial Institutions, and the designation of a receivership court for an insolvent bank if the receivership court in the county where the bank is located cannot act in that role. I'd be happy to answer any questions that there may be on this bill.